Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. We're kicking things off here in the ring. We have got the two men who ended the show face-to-face last week. Jay White and the AEW champion Will Ospreay face-to-face tonight. They're going toe-to-toe on the mic before their big 8-person tag main event. Will. Seems, things didn't quite go your way that last week now, did they? Seems you finally got to find out why I ran this place before you even got here. Before you decided to follow me from Japan all the way here to AEW. Before you decided to try and follow in my footsteps, and now you're doing a great job as the stand-in AEW champion until I get a hold of it. But you saw what kind of chaos I caused around here first time around as AEW champion when it's just me, when it's just the Switchblade on his own. Now look at me. The whole Bullet Club answering to me again. Every single one of them back on my side. Including Bullet Babe B. How you feeling about that? Ugh, Jay. You brought in my ex-girlfriend and you tried to humiliate me. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Way to go. Trying to get under my skin the same way many other people have tried in the past. Tell you what. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that, though. Whole lot harder than that. You want to try and take the AEW title. We got 7 weeks left. Counting them. 7. Until it's all said and done around here. You got one chance to prove yourself as the best in AEW. And bruv, I don't think you've got what it takes anymore. Because there's only one best in AEW. And you're looking at him. Oh, hold on a minute. Well, folks. Kenny Omega is here. The best bout machine. Making his way down to the ring. And his entrance seemingly got reset in the update. Awesome. Hope not all of my mods did. Pardon the interruption, gentlemen, but I couldn't help but overhear all the talk about who the real best in AEW is. And I thought I'd remind you both that there is only one two-time AEW World Champion. Only one Trios Champion. Only one man here who made it all the way to the semifinals of World Cup 2. Only go on and lose, bruv. And right, didn't you lose to Seth Rollins in the semifinals? Didn't you lose to him in the second round? So, gentlemen, like Williams said, there are only 7 weeks left here in AEW Universe. So, if we're having one last hurrah at Full Gear to determine who the real best in AEW is before one of us gets our hands on Brody King at Double or Nothing, then gentlemen, consider this me letting you all know, count me in. Oh my god! Rainmaker! Oh! Blade Runner! And Okada and Jay White staring down to open the night. Oh. Cleaner. The Assassin. The Switchblade. The Rainmaker. All stand. Trying to be the final man. Perched upon a crumbling mountaintop. All aligned to determine who truly falls to the King in Black. For there's no man in all Elite Wrestling capable of standing to the King. No man worthy to challenge my crown. So says the King in Black. So says the Cult of the White Witch. Alright, well, folks, we're going to move into our first matchup of the night here on Dynamite. As making his way to the ring, ready for some singles action all on his own. Seemingly having split away from Dishonor for the time being. It is Kyle O'Reilly making his way down to the ring. We saw Kyle last week step up to Adam Cole, say if anyone's going to take that international title from you, it's going to be me, old friend. And I'm not going to need Roddy or Bobby to do it. Kyle O'Reilly, one of those decorated competitors in LS11 Universe. Let me run you through this man's track record. He's former NXT Tag Team Champion, 2-time SmackDown Tag Team Champion, NXT North American Champion, 2-time AEW Tag Team Champion, IWGP United States Champion. Kyle O'Reilly has had so many different championships here in the LS11 Universe, and now tonight, he looks to get a big win on the road to Full Gear in just a couple of weeks' time. In just a couple of weeks' time, Full Gear is coming up in the LS11 Universe, coming up on Saturday, May 17th, part of a double premiere weekend alongside Elimination Chamber on May 18th. Kyle O'Reilly makes his way down to the ring. As he is going one-on-one with the very nice, the very evil Danhausen. You can laugh all you want, but Danhausen, when he gets in that ring, something different happens with Danhausen. Something activates, something changes about that happy-go-lucky demeanor. I mean, this guy has a pinfall victory over Kenny Omega in trios action. He's a former TNA Digital Media Champion, multi-time hardcore champion. He was a staple of the hardcore scene when that championship was around. And he is beloved by the LS11 Universe, to put it lightly. And so Danhausen and Kyle O'Reilly gonna go at it. Without further ado, here we go. Danhausen now grabbing him from behind. Danhausen's got him in a waist lock here. Danhausen, no. Kyle O'Reilly. Snapmare taking him down now. Kyle has Danhausen now. And Danhausen getting back up to his feet now. Kyle's got him on a knee. Kyle O'Reilly looking to out-wrestle him here. Danhausen going out to the midsection, though. Knocking back O'Reilly here. Now Danhausen grabs a hold of him now. Danhausen. Kyle swings around now. Kyle O'Reilly has Danhausen here, and Kyle rolls him through. Rolls through now on Danhausen. One, no. Danhausen kicks out. Danhausen now kicks him down into Shining Wizard. Takes him down. Kicking him in the head is Danhausen now. Down he goes. Danhausen's got him down. Kyle O'Reilly now swung over by Danhausen here. Danhausen caught by O'Reilly. O'Reilly sweeping the leg, taking him down. Kyle O'Reilly now going down, ground and pound on Danhausen. Kicks him in the midsection here. Danhausen's got him getting picked back up to his feet here. Kyle with the big chop into another one. Kyle O'Reilly hitting the ropes now. Danhausen taking out of the arm. Kyle into... kicking him in the head repeatedly. Down he goes again. Goes for a kick. Countered by Danhausen now. Danhausen, big chop here. Firing back at him repeatedly. Of course, Danhausen entered the... last time we saw Danhausen was in the Casino Battle Royale. The Casino Royale Rumble, actually. just a couple weeks ago at Wrestle Dream. He came up short that night. Had a fairly decent showing, did Danhausen, though. Ultimately being eliminated, I believe, by Hangman Page, who you know has probably got to be feeling a certain kind of way wherever he's at. Falling. Oh, big roundhouse there from Kyle to Danhausen. But you know Hangman's got to be feeling a certain kind of way about Jay White seemingly being in the title picture heading into... Oh, big punch there from Danhausen. Danhausen's got a hold of him now, and Danhausen head first in the turnbuckle he goes. Putting Kyle on the top rope now. Right hook. Kick the midsection now. And Kyle O'Reilly, knee strike. Danhausen swings him around. But about Jay White being in the title picture heading into full gear, wherever Hangman is, we haven't seen him in a couple weeks. Heard he's not in the building tonight either. Danhausen grabs onto him now, and Danhausen with Kyle O'Reilly. Stun gun taking him down. Looks like Kyle's head has been split open as well. Danhausen going to come off the top rope now. Danhausen in perfect position here. Let him go off the top rope. Danhausen crossbody. Into a cover now. Danhausen. Pick out from Kyle O'Reilly. Watch the midsection now. Danhausen kicked in the ribs. Kyle O'Reilly taking out the arm. Into. Going for the kicks to the head again of Danhausen now. Taking him down. Kyle picking him back up to his feet here. Kyle O'Reilly. Kick to the midsection. Kick to the back of the head. Forearm strike. Knocks him down. Now Kyle O'Reilly onto the head of Danhausen here. Repeatedly taking him down. He's got him now. Back to his feet. Kyle. Oh, and what a knee strike there to Danhausen. And Kyle O'Reilly rolls him through into that knee bar. Is Danhausen going to tap out here? Kyle O'Reilly forcing the submission. Danhausen tried to put up a fight, but in the end, Kyle O'Reilly getting the victory. Adam Cole, you got to watch out. You really got to watch out now, Cole, because Kyle O'Reilly is coming for that international championship. Big victory there for Kyle O'Reilly tonight. We got plenty more coming up here on Dynamite. And folks, following what we saw backstage just a moment ago, we actually managed to catch up with Jon Moxley. We're going to ask him about what's going on between him and Brody King real quick. We managed to catch up with Jon Moxley backstage. Jon, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. What's going on with you and Brody King? I didn't like the way he was looking at me last week, but you know what? Everything I hear from him, everything I see from him in this ring, he is exactly what I was trying to do with the Death Riders. He is the exact kind of competitor I wanted to see in AEW. We've done battle a couple times. A couple of years ago. We faced off and back when I was trying to win the AEW title from Omega. We faced off in that Grand Slam Eliminator. And I saw an early version of Brody King there. I saw things not many others did in Brody King. And he's only grown since then. He's got that aggression. He's got the attitude. He's got the initiative that we need in AEW. Even in the final weeks, he's got what we need. And he's got... Excuse me, Mr. Moxley. What the fuck are you doing on my show? I would like to speak to you in private about some matters pertaining to a mutual friend of ours. Meet me in the parking lot in 10 minutes. Please tell me we are getting at least a microphone into wherever this private meeting is happening, please. We need to know what's going on. All right, folks, we've got some women's action coming up next on AEW Dynamite. As out first, here is the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo, former TNA Knockouts champion, making her way down to the ring. So, Deonna Purrazzo makes her way down the ring. We're on the road to try and find out who is going to be the final woman challenging for the AEW Women's title. We still got full gear to go, but that final match at Double or Nothing, that's what it's all about for a lot of people. That final shot at walking out as the champion. As making her return to AEW for the first time, at the very least since I got here. Timeless Toni Storm. Making her way back to the ring. We haven't seen the Timeless one in quite some, no pun intended, time here in the LS11 Universe. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time we've seen her. It's been that long. I know there was at least one point in time when she was going for the AEW Women's title, but it was quite some time ago, to say the very least. So, Deonna Purrazzo, Toni Storm, one-on-one. Here we go. They lock up. Deonna Purrazzo now has got a hold of her, and Deonna, no, Toni's got her in a headlock. And Deonna Purrazzo turns it around into a waist lock now on Toni. Toni Storm, though, swinging it around on Deonna now, and Toni Storm quickly rolls it through into a small package, or into a victory roll here. Cover, no. Referee was far out of position on that one. As Toni Storm with a big hip attack, taking her down. Storm now with the knee strike, knocking her down again here. Toni Storm getting her back up to her feet here. Big overhand shot there to Deonna Purrazzo. Hits the ropes and floats over into DDT, knocking down Deonna. Toni Storm now getting her back up to her feet here. And Toni Storm, overhand chop here, taking her down. Swings her around with a punch now. And now Purrazzo with a wicked lariat there to Toni Storm. Kicking her down now. Toni Storm's down. Elbow strike from Purrazzo, taking her down. Rolling her over the kick now, and double axe handle into the back. Storm is down. Purrazzo goes for her, countered. Toni Storm, right hook, knocking her back. Toni Storm now grabs a hold of her from behind, and Storm double underhook into full Nelson suplex into a cover. Has her down now. 1, 2, no. Getting her back up to her feet now, and Toni Storm overhand chop again to Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo's got a hold of her now. And Deonna Purrazzo now has the arm of Toni Storm, wrenching it back here. Toni Storm in some trouble here. Purrazzo trying to wrench back the arm of the Timeless one. Toni turns it around now. Turnabout's fair play. Has Deonna now. And now Deonna's got her, wrenching the arm behind the back. Toni Storm in some trouble here. Deonna Purrazzo. No, Toni Storm goes around behind now. Toni Storm's got her. And Toni Storm with Deonna Purrazzo. No, Storm. Snapmare takes her down into chinlock. Purrazzo trying to get out of it here, and Toni Storm. No, Purrazzo's getting back up to her feet, but Toni managing to wrench back on the arm. And Toni Storm. Arm drag, taking her down. Storm now coming in. Big clothesline there from Purrazzo. Into a push. And now Deonna Purrazzo ducks her, hits the ropes, and flying clothesline to Toni Storm. Storm into the corner now. Toni Storm. Forearm strike now connecting. And now Toni Storm's down. Deonna Purrazzo's got her and slamming her down. Powerbomb out of the corner. Toni Storm now rolls onto the bottom rope to the outside. Down goes the arm again now. And Deonna Purrazzo, virtuosa now. No, Toni Storm. It's with a jawbreaker now. Back into the ring. DDT now from Toni Storm to Deonna Purrazzo. Storm's got her down now. Elbow into the head of Purrazzo, taking her down here. Toni Storm gets her back up to her feet here, and Toni. Big right hook connecting there. Now Toni Storm Hitting the ropes now, and Deonna Purrazzo kicks her in the midsection on the rebound. Pulls her in. Deonna Purrazzo, potentially looking for Queen's Gambit. Toni Storm counters it, rolls it through, cover. One, no, countered. One, no. And now Toni, she's caught. Deonna Purrazzo's got her, countered. Purrazzo knocked back by Storm now, and Toni Storm caught by the back of the head now. Deonna Purrazzo taking her towards the corner. Toni answering back with elbows. And now Toni Storm, wait a minute. Takes her down with Storm 0, 1, 2. No! That's the move that won her the SmackDown Women's title a number of years ago. Never forget, Toni Storm, former SmackDown Women's Champion in the LS11 Universe. Feels like a lifetime ago that happened. It's a very different Toni Storm than the Timeless one we see in the ring right now. She's improved leaps and bounds since that upset win over Shayna Baszler at Bad Blood Season 2. Overhand chop again now connecting. Deonna Purrazzo with a right hook now. Purrazzo with a chop. Pulls her in, lifts her up, and sidewalk slam backbreaker. There's a kick now from the Virtuosa. She's got a hold of her now and stomps the back of Toni Storm. Deonna Purrazzo now rolling her over, has Toni Storm down. Deonna Purrazzo, kick out from Toni. And now Toni Storm sent over the top rope, out to the floor from Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo's got her down. Now Toni Storm is in trouble. Deonna, referee at the count of 1. Toni beating the count, back in at 2. Counters. Toni Storm into Storm Driver. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Toni Storm picks up the win over Deonna Purrazzo. Great return for Toni Storm here tonight on Dynamite. They return to action for the Timeless one. It's Toni Storm managing to shoot herself back into the rankings of the AEW Women's title scene. Storm with the win. We got more coming up on Dynamite up next. Oh, what a great way to keep the show going. Oh, boy. He's back. He got the win last week over Jack Perry, and now the Last Outlaw is back on Dynamite for another week. He finished his business with Jack Perry last week, and now tonight, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, making his way down to the ring. He's not set for action tonight, but he's got time to talk, it would seem. Jeff Jarrett making his way down to the ring, guitar in hand. We're in Jeff Jarrett's world once again. Because of course we are. So he sets his guitar in the ring. Jeff Jarrett's here. Let's hear what the Last Outlaw's got to say. Well, last week I finished my business with Jack Perry. 2 weeks ago, I was in the final 3 of the Casino Royale Rumble. I know I got more time behind me than ahead of me in this ring, and I think many people know that. We are in the last days of the Last Outlaw, but I got way too many guitars left to break and way too many matches left to have to just go out here and now and to just go out in 7 weeks when AEW's done. You bet your ass Jeff Jarrett's going to be there on the first WCW Nitro of Season 7. You bet I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be ready to stake my claim to the gold once again. AEW's got a whole locker room full of incredible talent, some that I eliminated in the Casino Royale, some that I've never faced before, some that I have. So, while I've got the time here tonight, while we got one of the biggest AEW Dynamites in a while going on, while we've got one of the best commentators there is on the call. Well, allow me to beg your indulgence. Oh, fuck. Fuck, he lived. You all gave it 3 months. Did we even get that out of it? Mr. Jarrett, allow me to beg your indulgence. You got about 10 seconds before this guitar gets broken over your stupid face. Now. No need for such aggression, last outlaw. You'll find that it won't end well if you take a swing at me. Oh, won't it? I am simply here to reveal that I have come back to LS11 Universe by popular demand. Son, I don't think a damn person wanted to see you back around here. Well, I also wanted to tell everybody that I didn't come alone. In fact, I've been scouting for some of the best talent in the LS11 Universe to form my new agency. No, my new family. The Aaron Stevens family. Whoa! Takeshita! Robbing Jeff Jarrett! Takeshita's been saying for weeks that he was getting ready to have to get the managerial services of someone. Oh no, and Jarrett. Jeff, don't stand up! And the first member of my family is your next champion in AEW, the Japanese ace of Dynamite, Konosuke Takeshita. And Mr. Jarrett. You're welcome. Why won't he die? Why won't he die? How many times do I have to kill him? He's coming back more than William Afton. He's coming back more than Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger. Oh my God. Will he just fucking die already? I've been asked to issue an apology for my language I used in the last segment. But Tony, there's 7 weeks left of the show. What are you gonna do? No, I will not apologize for being fucking furious that Aaron Stevens is back again. I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. He's back again. It's the meme of Moe throwing Barney out of the tavern in The Simpsons and Barney just appearing behind him. I throw Aaron out of the universe every 6 months, and he's always back again. That being said, we move on to a Fatal 4-Way matchup. Up next, it is our second to last match of the night, and the winner of this matchup will be challenging Samoa Joe for the TNT Championship at Full Gear in just 2 weeks' time. And out first is 1/3 of the AEW Trios, or the LS11 Universe, Trios champions, The Machine, Brian Cage, making his way down to the ring. If you're unaware of why I'm so angry at the arrival of the self-proclaimed intellectual savior, go check out the last few months of LAW. And that'll tell you all you need to know. As out next, here comes the one and only to the ring, whose entrance also got reset in the update. Some did, some didn't, I guess. It's okay, this entrance kind of works for him anyway, I suppose. Ricochet making his way down to the ring. So, Ricochet marching down to the ring tonight. Big matchup for him this evening on LS11 Universe. A chance to become the #1 contender to the TNT title to find out who's going to be the next person to challenge Samoa Joe. Out next, it is Johnny TV making his way to the ring. Sometimes in AEW, sometimes in Ring of Honor. We'll see where he lands when Season 7 kicks off here in a few weeks' time. But Johnny TV, former United States champion, making his way down to the ring. Multi-time tag team champion throughout his career as well. And last but most certainly not least, the former Ring of Honor World Champion. He returned in the Casino Royale Rumble. It's one of my guys, you all know it. And this place is going radio gaga for him. The Peacock is about to take flight. Boys, it's time to break some hearts. And it's time to go to work. Because making his way to the ring is none other than Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle making his way down to the ring. This man is showbiz. Dalton Castle making his way down to the ring. The man who won the Ring of Honor title at Supercard of Honor back in Season 4. 2 full years ago. He was the first Ring of Honor champion that we saw in the LS11 Universe. We don't talk about Jonathan Gresham. That didn't happen. What are you talking about? He didn't enter the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Season 3 as the Ring of Honor champion. You're crazy. He didn't have a match as Ring of Honor champion against Jeff Hardy on Impact. That didn't happen. We don't talk about the 2K19 era of Impact. He got 3 episodes. Then 2K22 was out. So, here we go. Who is going to go to Full Gear? Brian Cage, Ricochet, Johnny TV, Dalton Castle. Here we go. As Ricochet starts it out, DDT to Dalton Castle. Brian Cage taking out Johnny TV. Ricochet, big knee strike to Brian Cage. Gets caught by TV. TV taking him down. Floating over now. Dalton Castle now. Knee to the skull of the Trios champion. Johnny TV's got a hold of Ricochet now. Ricochet sets him in the corner now. Ricochet throws TV out of the ring, onto the ropes, and Ricochet drop kicks him down. Dalton Castle now stomping the back of Brian Cage repeatedly. Ricochet now into Hurricane Rana to Dalton Castle. Standing shooting star now. Castle goes down. Brian Cage now getting back to his feet. Elbow strike from Cage to Ricochet. Dalton Castle gets catching him now. Forearm strike to Johnny TV. Brian Cage has got Ricochet now. And stun gun. Springboard moonsault there from Dalton. Ricochet now shoving back Brian Cage. Right from Dalton Castle now. Dalton Castle kick to the midsection. DDT to Ricochet now, taking him down. Brian Cage looking under the ring now. Dalton Castle, what's he thinking here? Dalton Castle. What a kick to Ricochet. Looking into this one quickly now is Castle. He swings him over now, and Dalton Castle. No, Ricochet. Sweeping the leg now. Johnny TV. Oh, what a dive from Ricochet, taking him down. Ricochet goes back into the ring now, and Ricochet caught by Brian Cage on the way back in. Brian Cage with a knee strike. Dalton Castle now swings him around, and Dalton Castle throws him in the corner. He's got Ricochet now, pulling him back towards the center of the ring. Brian Cage now taking down Dalton. Johnny TV's got Brian Cage now, and Johnny TV taking him down. Ricochet, big kick to Dalton Castle. Now Ricochet caught by Johnny TV for a big right hook. TV went for the forearm. Ricochet, big knee strike there, taking him down. And now Ricochet clearing the way for Big People's Moonsault, taking him down. And now Brian Cage with Dalton Castle up, taking him down. Johnny TV, DDT. Brian Cage covering Dalton Castle, saved by Johnny TV. One fall to the finish, as you can see. Now Johnny TV has got Brian Cage down. Ricochet, Poison Rana to Dalton Castle. Ricochet now into Hurricane Rana, taking down Johnny TV. Now Dalton Castle, forearm to Johnny. Oh, to right hook from Dalton Castle to Ricochet. Ricochet answering back now, and Ricochet goes for a crossbody. Johnny TV now. Hurricane Rana to Dalton Castle. Leg drop from Brian Cage. Brian Cage now takes down Johnny TV. Ricochet's got Brian Cage up. And hits him with a detonation kick to the head. Ricochet to the top rope now, and Ricochet looking for 630 senton. Big drop kick there to Johnny TV. Dalton Castle's got a hold of Brian Cage now. Dalton Castle sliding forearm off Ricochet's 630 senton. Oh, wait a minute. Dalton Castle, I don't think Ricochet. He sees him. 1, 2. No! Nearly stole it, did Castle. Ricochet clears Johnny TV. Brian Cage into a cover. Ricochet breaking it up in the way he only could. The only way Ricochet could break up a pin. Brian Cage now getting him back to his feet, kicking the ribs. Brian Cage gets him up into Weapon X. Brian Cage now into a cover on Ricochet. 1, 2. Kick out from Ricochet, saved by Dalton Castle as well. Castle swings him around now. Castle, German suplex. Dalton Castle looking to finish the job with the big ripcord lariat. Kicks Johnny TV in the ribs now, and Dalton Castle. Now Johnny TV answering back. Ricochet, discus clothesline to TV. Oh, and Dalton Castle chair shot to Ricochet. And a Johnny TV now. Brian Cage with a big lariat. Brian Cage grabs the kendo stick, launching it. Hits TV on the way down. Now Johnny TV getting back up now. Jawbreaker to Brian Cage. Johnny TV kicks out of the leg, and the Prince of Hardcore taking him down now. Brian Cage. Whoa. Poison Rana. Ricochet grabs Dalton Castle now. Backslide, taking him down. Cover. 1. No. Dalton Castle kicks out. Everyone flying around. Who's going to get the better of it? Down goes Johnny TV. Or down goes Ricochet. Brian Cage into a cover. Saved by Johnny TV. Referee gets taken out in the process. Cage kicking him back now. Brian Cage. Oh, Ricochet taking everybody out here. Ricochet now. 630 senton. Brian Cage taken down by Dalton Castle. Castle making the save there for Johnny TV. And now Castle. The straight jacket. Swinging DDT to Ricochet. Into a cover. And Dalton Castle. 1, 2. No! Had the referee been on, had it been a normal count, had the referee not been dazed, it would have been game set there for Castle. Power slam there. Johnny TV up to the top rope. Brian Cage. Oh, Johnny TV hits the 450 elbow. Ricochet and Brian Cage breaking it up. On Brian Cage. Wait a minute. With Ricochet. Drill Claw. Into the cover. Johnny TV making the save now. TV's got a hold of Brian Cage. Forearm strike takes him down. Now Ricochet. Whoa, what a knee strike to Johnny. Hits him with the standing shooting star. Grabs a hold of him now. Dalton Castle's got that kendo stick. Brian Cage now with Dalton Castle. F5 taking him down. Ricochet. There to break up the pin. And now Ricochet running in. Brian Cage. Oh, what a takedown to Ricochet. Ricochet goes out of the ring now. Brian Cage has got Dalton Castle. And Brian Cage into... Weapon X. He covers Dalton Castle. 1, 2, 3. And Ricochet and Johnny TV were too busy with one another. And Brian Cage could walk out of Full Gear as a double champion now. Samoa Joe wanted someone to step up, someone to bring power to him. Well, he just got one of the biggest guys on the AEW roster. He just got Swolverine. What a war between these four men tonight. Brian Cage earns the victory tonight. Brian Cage will go to Full Gear to challenge for the TNT Championship. What a win for 1/3 of the Trios Champion. Our 8-person tag main event is coming up in a moment. Bullet Club versus Will Ospreay, Edge, Christian, and the AEW Women's Champion Anna Jay. But first, we managed to get a camera out into the parking lot. Let's go find out what happened. Start talking. You see, John, the thing is, our mutual friend, my tribal chief, the true tribal chief, the only... Cut the tribal chief shit, I know you're talking about Roman. He is in dire need of help, and even he refuses to truly admit it. Yeah, I heard about what happened on Monday with Seth. Well, John, Roman needs his brothers by his side. His cousins, his own blood has betrayed him. But everybody knows his real family, his true family, are not those who share the same DNA with him, those who share the same blood. Roman Reigns' real family are the two men who have spilled blood in the ring with him, who have spilled blood in the ring for him, for each other. Roman needs you, Mox. Well, Roman can have my help when he puts on his big boy cargo pants and comes and asks for it himself, instead of sending his glorified errand boy to do it for him. All right, folks, it is going down. Tonight, it is a huge 8-person tag team match. Quite the all-star alliance coming together tonight, as here come one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Edge and Christian making their way down to the ring. A huge matchup for Edge and Christian tonight. They came up short in the ladder match at Wrestle Dream a few weeks ago. Failed to become the AEW Tag Team Champions, but a win tonight could get them back in title contention. So, E and C back together again. Back here on Dynamite. And their first partner. They got a pair of champs teaming up with them tonight. Out first, the AEW World Champion, Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay, making his way down to the ring. Will Ospreay in the house. Ospreay. We don't know 100% for sure what his title match is looking like at Full Gear, but it's looking pretty crowded with Jay White, Kenny Omega, and Kazuchika Okada, all throwing their names in the ring seemingly for a shot at his title. So Will Ospreay making his way down to the ring. And out next, the star of the show herself, the AEW Women's World Champion, Anna Jay, making her way down to the ring. Champions uniting here tonight. Anna Jay, seemingly kind of the odd woman out in this one, admittedly, but she has quickly risen the ranks of the LS11 Universe in the women's division, quickly made herself a force to be reckoned with here in LS11 Universe. As she takes a bow, star of the show is in the house. And their opponents. Let's see how this works out. Are they all going to come out together? Telling the truth? Yeah, they are. There they are. Bullet Club Juice's belt is glitching the fuck out. But hey, they're all here. Bullet Club entering the mix together. Jay White, Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and the Bullet Babe, B. Priestley, making their way down to the ring. Before you ask in the comments, oh, Xander, how'd you make a 4-person entrance work? Fuck if I know, man. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just gives 4-person groups the Hurt Business entrance and it just works. It just works. I don't make the rules. It's not even a mod thing. It just kind of works. But the Bullet Club are in the house. United together. Let's do this. It is our main event. Unfortunate on the Juice front. That just means that his mod never had championship programming. Jay White and Edge starting this out. Dream match if you've ever seen it. In fact, to the point I believe we did see it at one point. I believe we saw this matchup back in the Ray era of Dynamite, and I believe Chris Jericho cost Edge the title to Jay White for the AEW World title, and Jay was champion before, and then Edge murdered Chris Jericho until we saw him again in LAW, and he stole the LS11 Grand title before I took it from him. Good times. Edge bends back the leg of Jay White now. The Switchblade goes down. Jay White pushing him back now. And now Switchblade with the Rated R Superstar. Big clothesline there, taking him down. Jay White now punching away at him. Kick to the midsection now. He's got him back up. Jay White answers back again now. Edge into the big knee strike, taking him down now. And Edge has Jay White down now, picking him back up to his feet. And Edge with Jay White pulls him in, lifts him up. Suplex, taking him down. Edge gets him back up to his feet now, and Edge pulls him into... Oh, he's going for neck breaker. Jay White countering it. Into a neck breaker of his own. Tag made. Christian is in. And now Christian Cage going in. Big right hooks to Jay White, kicking him in the ribs now, and neck breaker taking him down. Christian now rolls Jay White over into a cover. Christian Cage. One kick out from from Jay. Christian goes for a right hook. Jay countering now. Jay White grabs Christian, throws him into the corner of Bullet Club. Tag made. David Finlay in. And now David and Jay. Here we go. Off the ropes. Drop toe hold. Elbow into the back of Christian. Drops the elbow into the back of him again now. Jay White's getting out of the ring here. David Finlay picking Christian Cage back up to his feet now. Christian now knocks him into the ropes here. Christian Cage has a hold of him. Bends back the arm of David Finlay. Christian Cage, right hook again now. Knocking him back. Big punch there. Super kick. Knocks him down. David Finlay's down now. Christian Cage picks him back up to his feet here. Christian with David Finlay into the corner. Goes for him. Countered. Finlay with a big drop kick taking him down. Now David Finlay picking him back up to his feet here. And Finlay with Christian. Throws him across the ring into the corner. Tag made, and now Juice is in. Finn Juice working together here. Big right hook from Juice Robinson. Grabs a hold of Christian Cage. Punches him in the back. Finn Juice now. On top here is Bullet Club. Trying to isolate Christian at this point. Big right hook knocks him down. And Juice Robinson just showing off some sick karate poses. Big jabs now. Juice. The Juice is on the loose. Christian Cage now pulls him in. Execution from Christian Cage. Christian now picking him back up to his feet here. And Christian Cage, big right hook, left shot, jab to the gut, pulls him in, knee strike, and again, one more for good measure, knocking him back. And now Christian running in with a jumping knee strike to the former TNT champion. And now Will is tagged in. The only people not tagged in yet are the ladies. And it's not even a mixed match challenge kind of stipulation where only men can fight men and women can fight women. Nope. The hammer of justice is unisex, to quote Batman. Or, as my sister-in-law would like to put it, these hands are rated E for everyone nowadays. Shoutouts to her. She's great. Into a cover now. 1, 2, no. Juice kicks out. Will Ospreay now rolls Juice Robinson over, and Juice just escaping out of the bottom rope. And so Will is just in hot pursuit to the outside. Will Ospreay there, big knee strike connecting to Juice Robinson. David Finlay was looking about doing something. As now Will's got Juice now, and Juice on the run. Oh, well now things get interesting, don't they? Now things get interesting as B. Priestley enters the mix with the AEW champion. And Will Ospreay and B. Priestley. Oh my God. Will with his ex-girlfriend for a Styles Clash. And it's saved by the Switchblade. Ospreay now with B. B counters now, throws her into the corner. Down goes Anna Jay. B. Priestley now taking down Will Ospreay into big kick to the head. Grabs onto Will now, getting him back up to his feet, and B. Priestley. Will Ospreay in the corner now. B. Priestley. Uppercut there, taking him down. Picking him back up to his feet now, and B. Priestley went for him, countered. Will Ospreay knocking her back now, and Ospreay throws her across the ring into the corner. Ospreay, tag made, Rated R Superstar is in. In comes Edge, and Edge. Flying crossbody taking down B. B. Priestley escaping under the bottom rope now. And Edge. Drop kick, knocking her back now. B. Kicked in the ribs. Edge with execution on the floor. Jay White went for the jumping knee strike. Edge got out of the way of that one. Edge now with B. Priestley. Throwing her back into the ring now, and B. Edge coming in after her now. Edge picks her back up to her feet now, and Edge. No, Priestley countering. B. Priestley knocking him back. And Priestley, no, knocked back by the Rated R Superstar. Edge with the chops. Priestley with a roundhouse kick. Tag made. David Finlay in. Oh, and David Finlay saw the spear coming and countered it. Edge now with Finlay off the ropes. Flapjack from Edge, taking him down. He's got Finlay now. Finlay knocking him back now. Down goes Ospreay. Is Edge going to make the tag? He does. In comes the AEW Women's Champ. Jay White tags in. Oh, and B says, leave her to me. Here we go. Anna Jay and B Priestley now. Bulldog to the AEW Women's Champion. B Priestley now getting her back up to her feet. B Priestley. Away at her now. B Priestley. Forearm strike takes down Anna Jay. Coming off the ropes now. B went for her. Anna Jay. They collide. Swings her around now. Anna Jay looking for backstabber. Into a cover now. Saved by Juice. Oh, and Jay White. The scumbag you are, Jay White. As Anna Jay, no, B Priestley. Kicking in the back now, knocking her back. Anna Jay looked to fly there, and Jay White, ever the bastard. Oh, wait a minute. B with the knee strike into the cover. 1, 2, no. B Priestley going after the AEW Women's Champion now. The repeated kicks taking her down. Anna Jay now into a clothesline. Tag made to David Finlay. And Finlay with the Uranagi taking down Anna Jay. Throwing her into the corner now. And the AEW Women's Champion answering back though. Anna Jay now. Hold on a minute. Anna Jay. Oh, look at the strength here from Anna Jay. Down goes David Finlay. Anna Jay now into a cover on Finlay. 1, 2, no. Finlay grabs the ropes. Anna Jay now, no. David Finlay countering. B Priestley tagged back in now. Jay White. Oh, Jay White. One-man wrecking crew going on right now. B Priestley covering the AEW Women's Champ. 1, 2. No, she kicks out. Will Ospreay taken down by B. Edge entering the ring uninvited. Forearm strike from B. And now B Priestley with the knee to Anna Jay. 1, 2. No! Oh no, this is not who you want to see stalking Anna Jay. Jay White is vicious. He'll do whatever it takes to win this, and we all know he will. Oh, and Will Ospreay is in, and Jay White not wanting anything to do with him. David Finlay now comes in. He rolls Ospreay through. Cover. David Finlay now. No. Ospreay countering. Into a jackknife cover. Will Ospreay. 1, 2. No. Kick out from Finlay. David Finlay pulling himself back up. Will Ospreay went for him. Finlay. Whoa, look at this. He's got Ospreay trapped in the ropes. Tag made to Juice. And David Finlay now. Oh, wait a minute. Ospreay. Oh, wait a minute. Prima Nocta! David Finlay getting in the ring illegally with the Prima Nocta. Blade Runner. Saved by Anna Jay. Jay White seemed like he had it won if it hadn't been for the AEW Women's Champion there. Jay White going after Ospreay again. Just kicking him down here, and Jay White. Ospreay seemingly defenseless here as he's thrown across the ring into the corner. Tag made back to David Finlay, and now Jay and Finlay. The drop toe hold, elbow drop. Juice Robinson in. And now Juice picking him back up to his feet, and Juice Robinson. He's juice boxing right now. But wait a minute, Will Ospreay into Stun Dog Millionaire. Ospreay picks him back up now, and Ospreay kicks at the leg of Juice. Juice Robinson down now. Will Ospreay goes back into the corner. Tag made to Christian Cage. Christian enters the mix now, and Christian's got a hold of him. Kicking the ribs now, and Christian. Oh, he's got Juice up. Juice Robinson countering. Juice Robinson sliding out of it now, and Robinson. Oh, he's caught with the clothesline. Tag made to Jay, and Jay White in again now. White with the forearm strike. Jay White. Oh, it beat Priestley earning her keep there with that one. Big jumping knee strike there. Down goes Will. Oh, and Anna Jay. Oh, she's taken out now. As Jay White now picking Christian back up, and Jay White. No, Christian countering. Christian now. Whoa, went for him. Jay White sidestepped into Blade Runner to Christian. 1, 2, 3. Bullet Club get the win. Just like that, Bullet Club have gotten the win over the All-Stars of AEW. What a battle it was. We saw an ex-lovers quarrel. We saw B. Priestley almost pin the AEW Women's Champion right there. But Anna Jay had the wherewithal to kick out. David Finlay, I thought right there, the Prima Nocta into the Blade Runner, I thought that was it, but in the end, Bullet Club with the victory. That's going to do it tonight, folks. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of AEW Dynamite. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.